A grandma has caught something quite terrifying in her granddaughter's room. Tori McKenzie is begging for help online after capturing what she describes as a demon standing over her grandchild's bed. Miss McKenzie set up a motion-activated camera at her son's house after complaints his 2-year-old daughter Amber was talking to something unseen in the middle of the night. The grandma checked her camera's app days later to find a bone-chilling image of a figure standing very close to her sleeping grandchildren, with what she described as it having a horn on its head and long claws. The creature is captured standing awkwardly, looking upwards just before 3 a.m. Miss McKenzie says when she tried to rid the house of the evil presence by burning oils, she claimed cabinets and curtains opened and closed and music began to play by itself. The grandmother insists the discovery has left her fearing for her grandchildren's lives and that the photo is real and could not be photoshopped because she does not have the technical know-how to change the image.
All right, let's get into today's video. So, how many of you have ever heard of sleep paralysis or sleep demon? Scientifically, it seems as if it's not something that some people think is actually true, that there are such a thing as sleep demons. As a Christian, me personally, I believe it is true. I've seen it's all the signs are pretty much the same, where you go to bed, you're find yourself in a situation where you feel super heavy, that you're aware of yourself, but you can't move, you can't react, you just feel super, a weird sensation, super hairy feeling, where you don't think you're gonna wake up. I personally, now, first of all, let me ask a question. Do you believe in sleep demons, or do you believe it's just a scientific, thing that happened? Do you think it's something spiritual? Do you think it's purely physical, that, something like that happened, just like you may have a cramp where you're not able to really move your legs or, a part of your body for a few seconds and then everything gets back to normal? Do you believe that's what it is? Or do you believe that it is spiritual, that there is such a thing as sleep demons, that those are demons that would come and attack you in your sleep? What do you think? Let me know in the comment down. Let me know if you believe or if you do not believe in sleep demons, and if you've ever had any kind of experience where you felt like you were being attacked while sleeping. Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, me personally, I definitely believe that it is a real thing. I'm gonna tell you a story. This is something that have happened to me more than once, but I've been a little more aware. I think after I got baptized and became a Christian, I started paying attention to things that would happen to me, especially when I pray, or when I wasn't really praying or being in tune with my spiritual side. I remember one night I used to live in a house in Brooklyn, and I went to bed, and I think it was around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, because usually whenever that happened to me, I would wake up and look at the time for some reason. And I felt this presence just coming over me, and this thing was literally pressing me. Oh my God, as I'm saying that, my entire body is reacting to, I literally have goosebumps. And I felt this presence just pressing me down on the bed, pressing me down, and I couldn't move. I was aware, as far as I can tell. Even my eyes were open. I just couldn't move. I couldn't do anything, but I just felt this evil presence just pressing me on the bed, just pressing me down. And all I could say in my head was Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. That's all I could say. And after a while, I kind of feel like I could get myself back, and being able to move my legs and move part of my body. And when I was able to do so, the whole room was so cold. This is the coldest thing I've ever felt. It was literally freezing. And I just had this fear gripping me. And I knew in that moment, this was not natural. That there was definitely an evil spirit attacking me in that moment. And I woke up. It took me a while to gather myself. I prayed, and I don't even remember how I ended up falling back asleep, because I was so afraid that I didn't even want to close my eyes, because I didn't want it to come back. And I kid you not, for the whole week, I had so much pain on both sides of my jaw, because this is exactly where I felt this thing was pressing, mostly like my face and my chest. And I was feeling pain in my mouth for an entire week. And I'm not kidding. So when people say those things are not real, there's no such thing as sleep demons, I can say, based on my experience, nobody doesn't have to take it as true, that it is real. It is definitely real. And I've experienced it more than once. And even with my son, I as a baby, there are moments where I would feel like a presence. I would feel, it's always this chill, this coldness. I don't know why, but it's always that, like, it's always this hairy feeling. And then I feel so cold, and like this fear would just come over me. And I remember there was a time with my son, I felt that way. And he literally was next to me at the time. He was 2.5. And I remember him sitting down on the bed, and he was just like using his hand saying, "Stop it, stop it, stop it." And I don't know, it's just something about being a parent. Even though when those things happen and it's just me by myself, I would be like super scared. But in that moment, because my son was the one, fighting that spirit, I just felt this strength. And I started praying, and I started rebuking that presence. I started praying and rebuking it. I was praying and rebuking it. And then he went back to sleep. And I ended up sleeping after that. So for anybody who doesn't believe in, and demons and those kind of things, I definitely want to say it is real. Like, you don't have to believe in it, but those things are real. And I don't know, for some reason they have a way of, I feel like if they try to hurt people, but thank God, I don't know for what reason, but God really doesn't give them the authority really to physically hurt us like that. But yeah. And a lot of times when those things happen, it's because spiritually I'm not right. I'm probably doing things that I shouldn't be doing, or thinking thoughts that I shouldn't be thinking, and speaking things that I shouldn't be speaking. I feel like a lot of times when those things happen is because I have, doors that I've opened in my life for these demons to find a entryway to attack me. And a lot of times too is when you're praying and you're trying to be in line with God and with yourself, they I don't know. I feel like sometimes they probably feel tormented too, and they try to attack you. So let me know what you guys think. Do you feel like it's real that there is such a thing as sleep demons, or are we creating this thing in our head and it's not real? Let me know if you've ever had an experience like that. Do you believe in those things? If yes, why? And if not, also why? Anyway, guys, just be careful out there. Keep praying and watch yourself physically and spiritually. Be aware and stay prayed up. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you on the next one.